Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.
Yay! Getting there, another win in Europe for Leicester City. Yes, it was 2-1 in the end. We did say at half-time, a lot of you at half-time were predicting, well, this is going to be easy. We're going to go on and win 3 or 4. I did say the next goal was going to be important, and it was not overly easy, to be fair. Yet Leon says in their squeaky bum time last 15 minutes. I'm with you there, Leon. It wasn't pretty. Peter says it was a hard watch, but a win is a win. Come on, you Blues. Job done, says Andrew Turlington. I agree, Andrew. Absolutely. Job done. That's all you need to do. Let's win the points, get the games in, get the goals in. Considering the injuries, says TJ. That's a great result. It was. That wasn't the strongest. We said that at the end here. It wasn't the strongest Leicester side there. Carl's watching in Cyprus. Oh, that must be nice. I'm in lockdown, Loughborough. Watching from Cyprus, he says, what a good win indeed. Darren says, great result. Puts us in a fantastic position to qualify. It does Braga. I haven't checked the final scores. Braga were cruising against Zoya. It looks like it's going to be Braga and Leicester as the top 2, but there's only 2 games in, a lot to go. Boom, says Alan. James says extremely good first half. Bit of a hand job in the second half. Wasn't impressed with Justin at centre-back, would have gone to a back 4. That's interesting. Russ says a win, but not the most convincing of wins. Well done again, says somebody on the Facebook group. It's lucky in the end. Why did Rodgers change it at half-time? I think he's got to mix it around at the moment. We've got more than enough injuries. Tom, hope you're well, Tom. I hope your dad's well. Man of the match, Wes Morgan, brilliant from the captain tonight. Great to hear from you, Tom. Morgan was great, says LCFC Gray on YouTube. I've put the link out there. Don't forget, I have put the link out there, and I will share it again. If you want to come and give your video comments, that would be great, but I'll try and get as many in. I know I've already got some people waiting backstage. Reece says, good result. Let's go for dirty Leeds on Monday. Thomas looks a long way off championship at best, says Stuart. 2-1 win, thanks, Darren, to Braga. So it's Braga and Leicester. They made hard work of that then in the end. They were 1-0 up after 4 minutes away at Zoya. Hitesh says, got away with that in the second half. In other news, Richie Lateral. I'm not sure what he means by that. You'll have to bear with me. Andrew says, Vardy and Under look sharp. What a great shot by Under. We'd have been creaming our pants, as they say, if Under had scored that one. Cream my pants. Jamie, would you have creamed your pants if Under's goal had gone in?
I would have been excited. Not quite that excited, Phil, I don't think.
It was good. Anyway, Jamie.
We made hard work of that towards the end, didn't we? We had that chance. Riley had that chance at the start of the second half. But we made it hard work. It was old squeaky bum time, if we're going that way, towards the end. But we'll have to wait and see. We did well. 3 away wins on the trot. Arsenal, Emirates, and a European win. You can't fault that start of the season. And 2 wins out of 2. So in the Europa League, so it's a pretty good start. Yeah, Braga win again, so it looks like next week's going to be the game that counts, doesn't it?
Reece has just put me top of the group, which is great to know. I haven't looked at the table yet. We weren't great, says Philip, but we didn't have to be really. Wes Morgan was outstanding.
But brilliant, big Wes.
Yeah, I said before, Jamie. Wes will not let us down. I said it. A few people are like, oh, he's too old to this, but he never lets us down, does he?
No, never does. He's a good lad, big Wes. Little Wes looked good. Tillemans didn't have the best of games, did he? I don't think. Yuri Tillemans had the best of games, but we got through. We did what we wanted to do. We won 2-1 away from home in Greece. Never beat a Greece team, but we never played a Greece team outside before, and we beat them. So 100% record in Greece.
Jack, thanks for joining us. Don't forget, if you want to click on the link, anybody who's watching, I shall share it now. Jack, what are your thoughts on today's match?
It got tense in the second half after they scored. They made it hard work, innit? When Zoya, how they played in the first 30 minutes of the first game of the Europa League, they made it even harder the second. But I think we played well. Considering the team that we put out, we got the result that we needed, which is more positive.
Yeah, Jamie, it wasn't exactly. I mean, it was a bit of a mixed-up team. I'm not going to say it was a B team because it certainly wasn't. And there was players in there coming and going. I mean, like they said, Harvey Barnes came on. He's been more first team than reserve. Brighton, I thought was decent. There's some good strength in depth there for Leicester at the moment against perhaps not the best teams in Europe.
Well, you can only beat what's put in front of you, and I think Rodgers has done the job again tonight. He's changed it around. He's done the tactics again to stifle them a little bit. We've scored 2 decent goals, and yeah, I think we've done well. You think of our injury list at the minute now. I think I'm not sure quite what is wrong with Evans, but
I think
Castagne's out. Castagne's out as well, plus the other 4. Soyuncu, Pereira, Wilf, Amati. So that's 6 players out, and we've got Leeds on Monday night. So I think Rodgers has done well there, resting a few players and only give them half hour here, 20 minutes there. So Luke Thomas was unlucky with that booking towards the end. I can't believe that was even a free kick, let alone a booking. That was stupid, that was. But we shall see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's an away win. You've just got to beat what's put in front of you, and we did. That's all that matters. Another 3 points.
Yeah, indeed, Jack. Who would be? I mean, we're going to move on to who was your man of the match tonight, Jack. Who would be your man of the match?
Probably Big Wes.
Big Wes, not Little Wes.
No, Big Wes were better tonight. I think he commanded the defence, and we made that kind of like miscommunication when they scored. So apart from that, Big Wes were fantastic. I thought he played his part and stood as a captain.
I love it. I love it, Jamie. I absolutely love to see Westbrook. There's a few Leicester fans out there. There's a minority of Leicester fans who, whatever goes on, seem to like to have a witter and do my nut in some days. But Wes Morgan, I've said it all along, he can play any game for me because I know he's from Nottingham. We'll let him off. He's a Forest, ex-Forest. But Big Wes has never, ever, ever let me down, let the club down, let you down, ever. He always, you know what you're going to get.
I think sometimes, Phil, a lot of the Leicester fans need a bit of a scapegoat occasionally. And since Chilwell's gone, then yeah, we've lost the scapegoat. And they're trying to find one. Nacho the other week. Nothing wrong with Nacho last week, and he was a bit of a scapegoat. Now this week, it's Wes. There's nothing wrong. Why do we need to have a scapegoat every week, week in? Why do Leicester fans need to have a moan at someone? There's 11 players out there playing in a Leicester shirt. You support them no matter what. That's my other way of looking at it. If they have a bad game, you keep them going. And you get behind him. You don't.
I mean, Patrick says that he's got the turning circle of an oil tanker. I just think it's a joke. Big Wes was my man of the match tonight, says Darren.
But we kept a clean sheet. We didn't keep a clean sheet. So we didn't. That was a fantastic goal. And they never really looked like scoring. After that chance just after the goal, they never looked like scoring all night apart from that 2 minutes after half time.
Yeah, I mean, Jack, LCFC Gray on YouTube says Wes Morgan 110% every time. It's not. Listen, I'm not going to say. I mean, he's not necessarily the world's best centre half.
No.
He never has been. Never has been.
No.
Yeah.
He's not the quickest. Obviously, what is he? 36 now. He's not the quickest to defenders, but when you put it in an aerial ball or one-on-one with him, you know, he can muscle players, he can throw himself around, he wins the headers. You don't care how big they are or who they are, he's not bothered. That's why you call him Big Wes, isn't it? Because he wins everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, totally agree.
Evening all.
Evening.
Your hair's saved for another day, Locks.
No, it was the tattoo this time, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. No, we're all right. We're all right for now.
Locks, who was your man of the match tonight?
As you've been saying, you know, Wes had a great game despite all the stick. I think Under was quality today. As we saw against Arsenal, the runs he makes, he knows the game. He reads the game really well, and he plays. He gets in those positions, and that left foot of his, bloody hell! It's that's like a second, Riyad Mahrez foot that is. So he looks quality. I was a bit disappointed to see him come off, but obviously I don't think he's fully match fit. So I'm really excited to see more of him this season.
Yeah, indeed. Chappers has joined us. Chappers, how you doing, mate?
Oh, mate, honestly, just enjoying the fun of Europe football. It's just a shame that no one can go. That's the big shame about it. But it's another big win. Like Lox was saying, Kenge's under the Undertaker, digging holes and creating goals. He is the phenom. He really is the phenom. I'm a bit upset that he got subbed off, but maybe it's his fitness that's cost him that one. I don't know. I was saying at half time, I didn't want Rodgers to make any changes at half time, and he did. He brought on Luke Thomas. Was that a tactical reason, or was it because Fuchs was sort of legs are gone, or what? What was it? Does anyone know?
He's played 3 games in 7 days. I think it was knackered. To be honest, Chapper.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
It did change a bit because, like Bobby Savage said, I think it was the communication between them. That's why they scored.
They opened up. They nearly got 2 in 2 minutes, and I thought, Brendan's, done a tactical change here and it's gone wrong. But overall, very happy with the lads. I couldn't pick a man of the match. I thought Wes Morgan was brilliant. I thought Kenga's under was brilliant. I thought James Maddison had a decent game as well. I think Chowdhury pressed quite high and won a lot of balls back for us at the top. Even Jamie Vardy pressed high at times. It's going to be a tough one to call. I'm going to give it Wes Morgan. Big Wes.
I think most of us would agree with you on that, Chappers. I think coming back to the Brendan Rodgers making changes, this is when I think you'll see that we'll see how good a manager Rodgers is now in the Europa League and the Premier League, because he's got a real juggling act to do. Ross has joined us. Ross, how are you, mate?
I'm sound, How are you all lot? All right?
Good, Ross.
Good.
Give us your views, Ross.
I thought it was a very good performance. And you said at half time when I was watching your show about Childress' goal, the way he took it, I thought it was fantastic. For a centre defensive midfielder, he took that goal really well. And great performance. Obviously, when they scored, we're a bit, oh God. And it's a good job. One of their attacks, it was on through on goal and it was offside, thank God. A bit scary, but hey, it's a win. Obviously, Undertaker, as I said, digging holes and creating goals. That was my comment. That was my comment.
No, that's mine. I said that on my
stream.
I actually just put it about 5 minutes ago.
If you watch WWE, then you just
I love it. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, digging holes and taking souls.
Yes, there we go.
Chappie, I want to ask you a quick question.
Go on, pal.
The first question Phil asked me when I came on live on air tonight was, would you have creamed your pants if that undergoal had gone in?
Oh God, he rattled that bar, didn't he? It was unlucky.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
You've not answered me though. Would you have creamed your pants? Phil had to ask me twice about that.
Yes, I probably would have. Yes. all the lights should have gone off and the dong.
Why just
dong
with the hat?
Definitely, there would have been some creamage if that had gone in. He didn't get quite enough curl on it, Jamie.
Lox, he didn't get enough waz on it.
Yeah. Waz. You're so old.
You've never heard that? Enough waz on it.
Yeah. What on earth is waz? Is that like some sort of alcoholic beverage?
It's old
school
spin.
Talk. It's spin. Yeah. Didn't get enough waz on it.
I think there's plenty of waz on you, Jamie, to be honest.
Love the thing,
Jamie. The spin, the waz.
No.
Lox, I'm going to ask Lox. We've talked about Big Wes, but Little Wes next to him as well. And I want to point out,
Little Wes.
I want to talk about James Justin as well. Some of these guys, like James Justin, has come from Luton, albeit 12 months ago.
Yeah.
People like James Justin come from Luton. Fafana's only 19. Harvey Barnes, local lad, comes through the ranks. Playing in Europe blocks. Some of these are, it's great experience for them.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's great experience for all of them. Obviously, he started there with Fofana. I mean, him and Under just look like.
That's what I like.
Hey, I've got some.
Oh God, no, Fofana and Under look quality signings. Obviously, we weren't too sure on how the transfer window. We didn't really know how to feel about the transfer window. Obviously, a few weeks ago, but. I mean, Fofana is showing. We've said it every week since he's played. We've said that he just looks like he's been in that team for years. And as the commentary was saying tonight, and as we've said weeks before, he's got such like a wise head on him. He reads the game really well, and he's a quality centre back. And as I said, I think Man United will be trying to replace Maguire next summer with Fofana.
Speaking of the commentary, did anyone notice Robbie Savage actually couldn't remember if we actually went against Red Star?
Yeah.
And do you know what's interesting? I can take claim on this one. I was the one that corrected him, and he actually now follows me on Twitter.
I did mention that. He said somebody's just told me on social media what the score was.
That was me. Yeah. Derry Tag at 1-1, and we lost 3-1 in the second leg because he sent me a message on Twitter personally. So. I'll take claim to that one.
So Ross, you and Sam are football friends.
Football friends.
Best friends forever and ever.
Fantastic.
You'll be on BT Sport next week, Ross.
I was. I remember. When the Project Restart happened, I was in one of the cameras. I actually was because Phil got it. Thank you, Phil.
Ross was our member of Leicester Fan TV that day. That's why he's never been on again.
Was that you when someone held? Was that when they were behind the studio?
Yeah.
When someone held up the Robbie Savage as a. Someone held up a sign.
Twice. The first time I had it, I had a terrible haircut because I tried to cut it myself, which was a bad idea. And then the second time, I actually got it cut because
I'm watching Kenge's Under right now. Some of his play that they're showing. Some of that.
Calm down, chappy.
Calm down.
It'll be creaming his pants next, Jamie.
It's so good.
Yeah. Make sure there's enough Waz on it.
It's so good.
Love the things, Jamie, with the arms.
It's the spin, the Waz.
Yeah, I know, it's just brilliant. The arm impressions.
I should be on Strictly with my arms.
Strictly come Jamie, that'll be awesome.
Strictly
come Al Kudo, wherever you are.
Chaps, listen, it's been... So far, I mean, just looking at this season as a start, so far, we are top 5, wherever we are in the Premier League. Europa League starting to... I don't think the Europa... I said it last season before we even got in it. I remember watching some of the Europa League last season. Some of these teams we will play in. It's not necessarily the strongest competition you'll ever be in. It is there. I'm not saying it's there for the taking, but Jamie, we really could go on. I think if we pick up another 3 points next week against Braga, which will be the tough one.
That's away next week, isn't it? Is that away in Portugal next week or at home? I'm just trying to think.
I'll have a look now. I'll Google it. Give me a sec.
I think it's away, actually. But yeah.
We're at home.
Oh, at home, away.
Home.
Yeah.
That should be... Get 3 points. Get 3 points. Oh, there'll be fireworks that night, then.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that took me a while. I'm like, what?
Cream and Waz.
I've still got it. Boom. Sorry, Phil. What was the question again? Sorry. Let's be proper, lads. Come on.
I think I was saying something to you, Jamie, about the Europa League. It is there for us to do well in, I think.
And why is it not there for the taking, Phil? Why is it not there for the taking?
It is. We're in it to win it.
Fulham got to the final a few years ago, so why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Middlesbrough did.
That Fulham final, wasn't it the same? Weren't we in the playoffs?
Final, yes.
Yeah. And Kermagran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I think we've got a decent chance of winning.
Chappers, why do you have to spoil a nice night by bringing up Kermagant? You've ruined my night.
I'm just saying.
I was in Cardiff that night, and that was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Sorry, Phil. I'm so sorry.
Listen, I think, Jamie, you were going to say that it is there for the taking, maybe, if we want to have a go at it.
Oh yeah, definitely. If we can get a few squad members fit if we qualify, win next week, that's near enough us qualified. I'd have thought maybe one more point to get after that. Then you've got Wolf to come back, Pereira to come back, Soyuncu to come back once the Europa League starts, which I think is February time again, isn't it? It starts again after the group stages.
I think so, yeah.
Get a fit squad, and I think we'll be well away. Then it just depends on the draw. If you get Arsenal, if you get Spurs, we don't want to play anyone from our own country until the final, I think.
We can beat Arsenal. We can beat Spurs. Jack, it is. Go on, Jack. You were going to say. I think in January, if we can get through this first group, Jack, this first round, we'll be stronger, won't we?
Do you know what, Phil? We don't need a January transfer window. We'll have Ricardo back, Soyuncu, and Didi, the lot of them, and then we'll become stronger.
You say that though, but with all the
more
injuries
bigger in the unit.
But we might take new injuries on the way to that.
Maybe. We'll just have to see.
And we got Dewsbury Hall as in the Europa League squad.
Yes, he is. He's named.
Oh, I don't know.
So what about Damari? What about Damari Gray? Is he finished or what?
Finished. He's like the Undertaker, isn't it? Finishing him off.
He's done, isn't he?
Don't compare the Undertaker to Damari Gray.
Damari Gray is dead and buried, isn't he? Is he done?
Yes.
Buried alive.
He's had the tombstone pile drive.
He has. Bless him.
He's with his brother Kane.
He's got that goal though, isn't he? He'll always have that goal at Cardiff.
Yeah. That's one thing we'll never take away from Damari Gray. The goal 2 years ago on Sunday.
Yeah.
Third, is it?
Yeah, it'd be Sunday. It'd be Sunday, wouldn't it?
Yeah, against Cardiff.
Okay, lads. What about the Leeds fixture coming up? What about the Leeds fixture? Because it's been since I think the last Premier League match between the two sides was 2004. Before we both went down, by the way.
Yeah.
We lost 3-2.
Was that the Lillian
Cooper scored that game for Leeds?
Was that the Nallis goal?
No,
that was a home game.
One.
Oh, was it?
In September.
Because the game away, we were 2-0 down. Michael Dewberry got 2 goals for Leeds. Then Dickoff scored, Isaac scored again, and then Alan Smith scored for him.
I don't know how you remember stuff like that.
I've got a good photographic memory. So
we've had a good few games with them since then.
Yeah, I think they've both been League Cup games, haven't they, since then?
Steve Harwood's goal at the game bar.
Oh, yes.
With the header. Boom.
No, the one
Nigel Pearson heading it in at the same time.
Super Stevie Harwood.
I thought we were starting there.
Nugent scored, didn't he, at Ellen Road?
I think in all honesty, Ross, you're from that there Yorkshire. Leeds will not be an easy game again.
Absolutely not. I think we
have to keep it a bit on the level. I know we've beaten like AEK Athens, and we beat Arsenal away, we beat Man City away, but we've lost at home to West Ham. We've lost at home, to the other ones, Villa.
Yeah,
Leeds it's not going to be easy.
I've just finished work and I've just upgraded a customer as an Aston Villa fan, and he gave props to us, to be fair. So I'll give him that. No, it was saying that we're our best sporting achievement, Leicester winning league. So I'll give him credit for that.
What do you think about the Leeds game?
I think it one of the toughest games this season. It sounds daft, but I think it is. You look at Leeds United. They've signed some very good players. Rodrigo, what a player! That striker. I think. Well, fantastic. I mean, he's annoying on FIFA, but in real life, he is. Anyone that plays for Ultimate Team, you should know. Oh, it's my dad. Howard's goal, brilliant. Yes.
Yeah. You've got England's Calvin Phillips. You've got Patrick Bamford seems to be having fun.
And it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
It will be very tough. And do you know what though? One thing that I will take away from it this season, we've won every away game we've played.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that stat.
That could be a record. Yeah,
Etihad, Emirates, and tonight.
Yeah.
Don't jinx it.
And the Hawthorns.
Chappers, do you think?
Hawthorns.
Chappers, do you think what Leicester did 3 or 4 years ago helps inspire teams like Leeds come up and just think, sod it, we can do something in this league?
Phil, what we've done 3 years. When was it now? God, 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
My God, didn't it fly? I think what we did 4 years ago, I think, changed the landscape of football in general. I like in England anyway. The other 14 outside the Big Six, I think they can all dream that they can do it because we've done it. So why not?
Well, let's look at the teams that have come promoted over the years. Huddersfield Town Okay, I'll say that again. Huddersfield Town got promoted to the Premier League and stayed up the first season.
There you go.
Blackpool have done it. Well, Blackpool have one season in the Premier League. Barnsley, well, that was years ago, but Barnsley, anyone can do it.
Yeah, Bournemouth. What about Bournemouth? They've had, how many years have they had in the Premier League?
They were in
they came up.
Sorry, go on.
They came up with us, didn't they? No, yeah, they came up with us, didn't they?
No,
14, 15. The year after they came up.
QPR got promoted by playoffs, and Burnley came up with us.
But lots of teams, Jamie, lots of teams have come up. But what I'm saying is, teams like Leeds come up now, and all of a sudden are, and Wolves did it a little bit. I think the season after us as well. Teams seem to come up now, and all of a sudden, even though they're a brand new team, we've got to take Leeds very, very seriously on Monday.
Yeah, they are a massive side. They're a massive side.
Teams that come up, you've got to be wary of them. Leeds, Wolves, even Burnley to an extent. When they came back up, they went down and then back up again. You've got to be wary of them because they're good sides. They're good sides. I was surprised that. No.
Not afraid anymore.
Yeah, indeed. Chappers,
we need to have a sit down, have a rest, and enjoy tonight. I think. Chill out tomorrow and then start thinking about the game.
Can I just have a little show of hands because there's a bit of me tonight. I don't know if it's because it's the away game in Europe tonight, but there's a bit of me sat there watching the whole game with a bit of a. I'd have been there tonight. I'd have definitely gone tonight. Jack, would you have tried to have got there tonight to Athens or not? And it doesn't matter if you don't, because some people will just say, no, I can't afford it. I couldn't get there. But I know I would have probably been there tonight.
I would have gone.
No, I would have done. I've got my passport.
I would have enjoyed it as well.
I'd have found it difficult to get there. To be fair, that's the only thing. Getting time off and stuff.
Yeah, I understand, Chappers, and it's not for everybody. It's a big trip. It's a big commitment. It's time. It's money. But
if it was a home game, I would have definitely been there, 100%.
Agreed. But it looked a fantastic stadium to go to.
Oh, it's the Olympic Stadium. It's the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah.
It's
72,000 it holds.
Yeah, 70 odd. Ridiculous.
But with Leeds as well, let's not forget. I mean, it's a shame we can't go to Ellen Road because it would have been.
I'd love to go.
Two reasons why it would have been good. One, great atmosphere, and two, it would have only cost 30 quid for an away ticket because Leeds United used to charge 50 quid for a championship game back in the day. So it would have been nice to have gone for cheap.
And Ross,
thought you were going to say fight then, Ross.
Ross, I thought you were going to say, and it's 13 minutes from where you live.
No, it's not. It's about 40 minutes on train. It's cost me about £5 to get there.
Bad, is it?
No, I went for a drink session last year for my birthday, so it's not too bad. So
Ross's life story now. Robbie's having friends.
Well, and best part about this Monday, it's not on pay-per-view. Thank
God.
Thank God for that.
Normal Sky.
Normal Sky. I know it's monthly, but at least it's not on that bloody pay-per-view stuff.
Lads, I'm just curious. You know, if the games were like, say, £5 a go instead of 15, would you pay from there?
Yeah, 100%.
That's more reasonable. Yeah.
I think we all would.
They're all about.
I love it how Mike Ashley came out and said that about paying £5 for it.
Especially if the money actually was shown to where it goes.
I'll tell you, Chappers, why I still think that's wrong, even at a £5, is two or three reasons. Firstly, is I already pay 30 quid for Sky, 22 quid for BT, so that's 52 quid a month. Forget my season ticket on top. So that's 50 quid I pay for football. The thing that puts me off is, yes, I would pay 5 quid to watch Leicester against Leeds on Monday. Yes. 15 is taking the mickey. 5, yes. But what puts me off is I don't really want to watch Burnley against Villa. I don't really want to watch Man City against West Ham. But I certainly won't pay a £5 to watch it. And I'll no way pay 15 to watch them. But if it was for free as part of my Sky, I do watch those games. So as a fan...
Yeah, it's not free though, because you're paying.
That's what I'm saying. But I already pay my subscriptions. So I like to watch a bit of Burnley against Man City. Even if I don't watch the whole game, I like to dip in. But when they do pay-per-view, the neutral fans, neutral fans going to watch those games, are they?
You wouldn't really want to watch another team, would you, on box office if you support Leicester?
Absolutely not.
I think you're right, Lee. If it was £5, I did hear the Leicester against Villa game. The stats showed, I believe, 20,000 people paid for that.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but you know, the Arsenal game, there was 200,000 people paid for it.
Yeah, but that's a global audience. Arsenal,
it's all Londoners, isn't it?
But 20,000 people times 15 quid, I can't do the maths. That's a reasonable amount of money.
Yeah, Chappie, that's not a global audience. That's who's paid for it in the UK, in Great Britain.
But still.
30 grand.
But still, there's more Arsenal supporters outside of London than there is in London.
North London, There's not many Leicester fans in North London, is there?
No.
Yeah, as Stephen said, they are meant to be putting it down to £9.95. I still think
which is still too much money.
Still too much. Too much.
All they should do, if they were going to do it, do two for it. If your team's on box office 2 games in a row, look, for example, 2 for a tenner or something like that. I know that sounds daft or anything, but I think that's still better.
I agree, Ross. If they said to me, you've got to pay 120 quid, but that covers you for every Leicester game this season or whatever, I'd pay it.
Yeah.
But when they say, right, it's 15 quid, it's 15 quid, it's just like...
I'm surprised there isn't... I am surprised that at the minute, because of the way it is, there isn't a TV season ticket, if that makes sense, for your team.
Yeah. You thought there would have been.
I'm very surprised.
I think there is in the Championship. They've certainly talked about it. They've talked about this, Lee, in the Premier League for years, that's how football will become. You can buy an official season ticket to sit in the ground for like 400 or 500 quid, like we do. You can buy an armchair home season ticket for 200 quid, an armchair away ticket for 200 quid, and an armchair home and away ticket for 300 quid. It sort of makes sense.
My dad's just put in the comments that 1,000 people only watch the West. Oh, there we go. Watch the West Brom pay-per-view game.
Wow.
As well. That's just.
And let's not forget. You got to take a few numbers out of there, because there'll be people that actually are paying for the game to then stream it to other people for free.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many of them people had the rule of 6 in the house?
That's it.
That's true. And what about the figures for how many people actually did not pay for it?
And I agree with
I listened to it on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
I think what Joanne's put there is how I feel. I pay for everything. And anyway, listen, Monday night is not on. Thanks, chappers, for joining us. We'll let you go.
Cheers, you guys. Take care, guys.
See you later, chappers. Speak to you tomorrow.
Thanks for joining us, Ross. Thanks for joining us. See you on Monday for the Leeds game.
Yep, see you in a bit.
Thanks, pal. And see you, Jack, as well. Thanks for joining us.
See you on Sunday, Jamie.
Yes, see you later, pal.
Indeed. Don't forget, it is on Friday night, which is tomorrow night. We've got Lox's show. Jamie reacts and goes, yes, I'll be...
Oh, sorry. Somebody just sent me a comment and I was just reading that. Sorry. Lox has got... a
Leeds fanzine.
All Leeds TV. All Leeds TV. No, they haven't. He's got one Leeds fan channel with him on Friday night, and then he's going straight on to All Leeds TV straight after on their YouTube channel.
So busy night for Lox tomorrow night. Sunday morning. Jamie, you've actually sort of got an aftermath show on Sunday. I mean, it's pre-match, aftermath, whatever now.
Pre-match, aftermath, whatever you want to call it. But I've got All Leeds TV on with me on Sunday morning. And then you've got a night off on Monday night, haven't you?
Well, sort of. Although we're trying something very new on Monday.
Well, you're not doing your fan zone, are you?
No fan zone, but it's match day live. We're going to go live from, I think kickoff is 8 o'clock, so we're going to go live from 7:30, and we are going to go live, Jamie, throughout the whole match.
We're doing the watch along, aren't we?
We're going to do a watch along.
We finally decided to do a watch along. Let's see how it goes. Come on, everyone, join us. It'll be absolutely fantastic.
So we're going to do half an hour pre-match, which I'm going to be hosting with you, Jamie, hopefully coming on. Lox is going to be doing the watch along first half. Then I'm going to pop back on at half time. Lox is going to do the second half. It's going to be busy, but it's going to be like...
It's going to be busy. It's going to be a watch along.
3 hours of non-stop fan content.
It's going to be enjoyable.
Hope so. Thanks, Jamie, as ever, for joining us and sorting everything out. With
Not a problem.
Fanzines.
Yes, I think I've got it right. I'll check all my figures and dates and everything.
We'll see you
very later.
Soon. Cheers, Jamie.
Have fun. Adios.
Let's get the last few comments in there. Dan says Perez needs another go. He's been disrespected at Leicester. His quality. That's interesting. Carl says we love you, Leicester. James says good match tonight. Ross is saying the watch along on Monday is going to be fun. Hope you're going to be part of it, Ross. Hope you're going to come on. Reese, yes, we're doing a watch along all day. We want you to come on, Reese. We want to get your face on camera. We want to get your views in as ever, as we do with all fans. Teresa says, good game, enjoyed it. Imtiaz, love to get you on the camera as well, Imtiaz, if ever you come on. But if not, we'll take your comments. We already pay too much for Sky, he says. To charge is a blooming disgrace. Kieran says, I'm not paying £15 for any game as I have Sky, but that's fine. Keep getting your comments coming on. Chris Jones says he'll be there for the watch along. Thanks for joining for that. Up the Foxes, look forward to Monday now with a big 3 points. Reese gets the last comment of the day. Thanks for everybody for getting your views in, your comments in. Sorry we couldn't get everybody in on camera. It's been busy, loads to chat about. Leicester are doing well in the Premier League and in Europa League. Which one are we going to win? Maybe one of them. Maybe two of them. I'll take one of them. See you on Monday. Don't forget, Fan Zone tomorrow night with Lot 7:30 and also Jamie Aftermath Show on Sunday 10 a.m. Come on, Leicester.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans' debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.